The thing that's really exciting about this gathering of leaders, if you will, is that it really brings together folks who are doing incredible work in the academy, folks who are doing work on the ground, folks who are doing work in terms of the healthcare and mental health professions, folks who are doing stuff in media. And there's just not enough time for all of us to come together who are playing leadership roles in these very different kinds of spaces to come together and talk about our challenges and, more importantly, find opportunities to be able to collaborate in the future. The work that I'm most proud of in terms of my own engagement with men of color, males of color, is that for a long time I've identified myself as what I call a black male feminist, and this idea of trying to talk about progressive gender politics and progressive sexual politics amongst black men and boys. I'm really proud of that work, and that work now has morphed into kind of more of a media project, hosting a show like Left to Black, in which we talk to academics and activists and artists, and being able to push the boundaries and create a kind of media product that's out there that folks can access for free, on their phones as well as on their computers, that gets kind of away from the more standard news and coverage that we see of black men and boys, men of color, males of color that we see in more traditional news media. Some of the challenges I think that the field of the study and activism around males of color really has to do with the larger society continuing to lock men and boys of color into certain kinds of boxes. We very rarely see their complexity, right? We see basically these stereotypical images. And so many of the lives and the humanity of these men and boys are very complicated. And mainstream media does not have enough investment in our communities, enough investment in our issues to be able to talk about some of that complexity. What we get is just broad strokes, that very often are aimed at criminalizing our communities, criminalizing our activities, criminalizing our bodies. So that remains an incredible challenge. I think one of the ways that we deal with these challenges is to really position many of these boys and men to be able to create their own media that addresses their humanity, that addresses their challenges, that addresses their aspirations, and more importantly, addresses their successes.